Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jewel. We're moving on to part 3 of this little Valentine's Day project that we're doing out of a file folder. And then we cut the file folder, we're decorating it, and we're making a journal off of the offcut of the file folder. And this is where we are now. So we're going to move on. I'm going to put this little journal aside. I'm going back to the folder portion, and we're going to add another pocket, and we're just going to do a little bit of decoration on the front. And I'm going to show you the pieces of ephemera that I've chosen to go in this. So let's just get started. We'll get right into it. Let me see if I have, my glasses are clean. I have to clean them up because I can't see when they're all full of glue and stuff. Okay, I've got trims, I've got envelopes, I have ephemera. Now, I had shown you the vintage St. Nicholas 1916 magazine where I had scanned this True Valentine poem out of, and I ripped it around, and I think we're going to put this on, just put it right on, because we're going to actually put a pocket over top of it, so you're not even really going to see that much of it, but I just wanted that peeking out, the True Valentine. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue stick this on, and this has been printed on the parchment, 24-pound parchment type paper, and I just inked and distressed the edges. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to pop it up here. Do I want it this way or this way? I think I'll do it this way. I'm going to get it up a little bit further. That way we won't cover too much of the pocket. Let me just get a little bit more glue stick here. You can go in around the edges with your, you know, tacky glue. This stuff is very good. It's the Extreme, and I like it better than the Magic Blue of the, I think this is Yoo-Hoo, or Oohoo, Yoo-Hoo, Woo-Hoo. I just haven't had the greatest luck with that. I don't know why. I know a lot of people really love it. Here. Let me just get you. Let me get you all in frame here. So this is stock. So I'm not going to take time to find a pin and poke it through. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. This is just Eileen's in here. I like this glue, this Cosmic Shimmer real well, but I ran out of it, and I liked the container. So I just poured my tacky glue right in there. Okay, now we're going to make another pocket. I have all of this. I have so much ephemera and Valentine's Day goodies, and we're going to make some tags today as well. These are the larger pieces. Well, not this one. And then I have the smaller ones that will tuck into the journal. And I've inked those and everything. And all of these images, except for what I have scanned out of my own magazines, are from the Graphics Fairy. So we're going to be popping those in. And here is, I want to put this in there somewhere. This is the front cover, the contents of the, you know, what's in that St. Nicholas magazine. And I just photocopied this, inked around it, scanned it actually. And this is from that same magazine, 1916. And I'm actually probably going to do a little wax seal here. So we'll do that in a bit. And this is actually the cover of that magazine. And I'm going to fold this and put this in as ephemera for writing area. And I did do some distressing on it. And that again is on that same parchment paper. Okay, now I had chosen, I have this strip of offcut. Let me move some of this stuff. I think I just have too much going on. Too much going on this desk. Let me move that. This was an offcut, so I went between this, or I have some of this airplane with the planes on it, but I liked this. And even though it's running the wrong way, that's okay. So we're going to make a pocket, or we're going to make another little tuck area here out of this. And then we'll have this tuck where we folded it up and I sewed down here. And then we also are going to have this in here, and there will be more room for more ephemera in here. And I have some other things that I want to put in there. Okay, so which way do we want this to run? I think probably about like this. I don't want to go up too high. And this is just for a little tuck area for more ephemera. And I thought, because this is kind of light, we'll ink this, that I would go ahead and back it right on this red here. But I want to cut this off. This would make a really cute tag right here. So let's go ahead and cut that off to the size I want that tag. The little typewriter, and it's out of that same Martha Stewart's paper. Let me go right up to the edge of the typewriter. So look at it, that makes such a cute little tag right there. Just have to ink it, and I'll pop that in there somewhere. Okay, this just has hearts and says friends, XOXO. This side's too pink. So let's measure and see what we're going to need. And I wanted to do the same as this. So let me find my pencil. You know how I do it. I just mark it and then cut it on my cutter. So we want to come right to where this is sewn, because I may take this and sew it around, but we'll see. Just the pocket. Okay, so let's cut this off. A lot of times when I make my pockets, I rip them. I just like the ripped edge look. Okay, so we'll put that over there, save that bit. And then we're going to make, actually I think I want to cut this down just a little bit more, because I want the red to be a border. So the red is actually, let me just cut it down a tad more. Okay, now we'll mark the red. The red is the red base, I should say. Let's go right to here, and then we want a little border. So actually, I want to cut this down just a tad more. You know, I could have measured. That would have avoided all of that. But this is the way I'm rolling. Okay, so yeah, I think that'll be good. And then I just want just a little border. So I'm probably going to cut it right there, if I can see it. Actually, let me pop on. I don't even have any lights on in here today. It's very sunny out, so I usually put the overhead lights on. And I might need to do that because I can't really see that well without them. The more lights, the better. Okay, save that. Cut this. If I can find my pencil mark, there it is. Let me Okay. And then we'll ink these. And I'm wondering if I think I might want to take this. This looks crooked. I don't know why, but it looks crooked. What did I do with that other piece? Oh, here it is. It's got too much on my desk. So I'm going to glue this right on here, but let's ink it. I got my new vintage photo. I'm so happy because now I just need some more of these, the little sponge applicator refills, because but I'm so happy because now look, see how dark that is? Because my other one was well used and it wasn't really taking ink refill well. So I got a new one. I'm super excited. And then I also got these scissors in, which are the faux Tim Holtz, and I found out about these from Tracy Fox video, and this is done by X-Cut. And you do save a few bucks. I mean, I go through scissors, even the Tim Holtz. I'm very rough with my scissors. I end up, you know, cutting chains and metal and different things with them, and you know, it puts nicks in yours. So you gotta keep some just for paper. Just for paper. So, all right, let's see if that looks, yeah, I guess, looks like it's a little wider on this end. I don't know why. Maybe I just glued it wrong, or cut it wrong. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and secure this down. And then I probably will just go and run and sew around that. I had my little awl on my desk, my little pokey tool, and I can't find it, so I had to pull out. I have one that's better than this. And this one's all bent. You see the glue on it, where I poke it down in when the glue ends up getting stopped up because I leave the little cap off it too long. Always. Always. Not just sometimes. Okay, that'll be cute there. I'm going to run and sew around this, and I will be right back. I'm wondering if we should do like a little notch there. Nah. Nope. Okay. So oops. Oh, I gotta thread my needle. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. Shucks, guys, sorry. I don't have the greatest little needle threader on here. I can't seem to get it to work. I have a brother, what is this? Project Runway. It's got 49 stitches on it. I did not pay much for it, but let me tell you, I've got it probably 6 years ago. What a workhorse. I put this thing through so much. I'm going to do a type of a zigzag stitch here real quick. Okay, almost done. Back stitch. Alright. Probably leave my little string hanging. I'm back. I know I say I'm going to move that sewing machine over here, but you know, as you can see, my desk is quite full. So, alright, let's glue that on. If I would have thought this out, I could have sewed this, you know, before, when I sewed the whole thing, but then the bottom wouldn't have been sewn. So this is like cheating. Kind of like cheating where it looks like it's all sewn on, but I'm gonna put plenty of glue on this, so. All right, where shall we place this? Let's get my strings out of the way. Probably right there. Okay, so this just makes for another little tuck spot. All right, and I have some cute words. This says create. Let me see what else I have. Oh, this one says sweet. This is the one I had. I think we're just gonna pop that right on there. Do I want a little piece of muslin behind that? Let me just see what this would look like. It's kind of nice. Let me just cut a little piece. Let me cut it off of this side where there's not so many stringies. I should open up my new scissors. But that would take too long. So I use my old ones. Okay, what did I do with that little, what did I do with, oh, here it is. Oh, jeez. Okay. This is cute. Let me cut it here, and then I'll fringe it a little bit, and we'll ink the edges to make it look, since this is a vintage Valentine's Day set, somewhat. Some of it, actually, some of these Valentines that I had printed off are, they would be considered antique if they were the real deal. Actually, yeah, let me put this down first. Okay, and I think I might go turn that overhead light on. So yesterday, I don't know if you guys watched me yesterday, I was talking about how I started a diet yesterday because I just need to get this weight off of my joints. And see, that's on an angle. I mean, we could put it right up there. But I don't know, I like the way it looks on an angle. So let's put that there. Okay, so there's that. Now, we're gonna put this aside, and I'm going to do a little wax seal on this, and then we're gonna make a few tags to go in here. But before we do that, there were a couple of things I wanted to secure in this book. I had put together, I have some little seals that I had printed out. They're little seals that I printed out on the Avery, Avery label. Let me see, let me show you. This Avery, the shipping label, but it's the full sheet. So I printed out these little seal. They're like little button seals. These are like 1.5 inches. And I just used this one failed me greatly going through there. So this is 1.5 inches. These were 1.5, a little over 1.5. So I only have 1.25 of the heavy duty EK. I call those my heavy duty punches because they are pretty heavy duty. But I ended up pulling out, see, I used the other one, I kind of shredded them a little bit, but I'll use those. So this one it's not a true circle, it's like a scallop circle. So I'm going to, I put these little envelopes together. And here's one, and actually I can go ahead and seal this envelope up, and I put 2 little Valentines in it. Okay, there's one, and this one says be my tweetheart. Look how cute that is. Be my tweetheart. Those have all been inked, and I put 2 in there. So instead of a wax seal on this, I mean, you don't have to do anything. You can do any enclosure you want. I'm going to use one of these. This one's cute. So if I can get the backing off it. There it is. Oops. Come on. And just seal, whoops, wrong side. It's like a little vellum. And let's just seal this up. How cute is that? And this I'm not sure where I'm going to put yet, but this one I'm going to go ahead and fill with a couple Valentines. This is just a little fold out paper, but it's a little bit big. Let me see what else we have. Oh, these are cute. These little ones. And we can also put, here, I put all of my little Valentines over here. We could also put another one of these. What great journaling space on these. And this just says love to and from. This one, which one do we want in there? This one's cute. It says dreaming of love. I love you more and more. Let's do that one. Okay, so I'm going to put these two in here. And then what I've decided to do with this is I pulled out a paper clip from that I had made, and I did a tutorial on these little pocket paper clips. Let me go ahead and seal this. This one's cute. It's not completely round, but it'll do. It'll do. I can get it. Wow. Let's try this one. Oh, shucks. Come in. Here we go. Got it. Okay, and we'll just use that as a little seal. Now I made these little pocket, all different sizes. I did a tutorial on these little pocket embellished paper clips, and I actually got this idea from Linda Israel. She had inspired me to make some of these. Hers don't look like mine, but I just kind of went with it a little bit different route. And I'm going to, this is just going to be in the book somewhere. So where do we want to put it? Not there, because I have another idea for there. Let's just put it on this page back here. Okay, so then there's one of my little altered paper clips in here, and you could move that little envelope around, and that looks kind of cute on there. Then in the middle, I decided that I had pulled this little glassine, well, it's a parchment paper, vellum. I printed on vellum, and I did a little tutorial on printing on vellum and making things with it. And I thought we would put it here as a little tuck spot, and a tuck spot here. So let's go ahead and glue that down, and we only want to glue the bottom and up the one side and right here. Okay, so I thought that would be cute, and we could do it, well, we're going to do it here. I could have tucked it in here so there's not so much on the edge. Oops, it's shifting. Let me clip this. So if your glue takes, it takes a little longer to dry on vellum. Let me see if I can find one of my little clips. One of my little clips. You know what? I am going to go do those overhead lights, because I just looked at my camera and I noticed that every time I do that, we lose light, because I just have the one aught light. So let me turn those overhead lights on, and we'll get to making some tags for the pocket. I know we're kind of shifting around here, but I have a limited amount of time to be on today, so I wanted to, you know, just do a few things with you. Now, I wanted to show you this adorable, we're going to put this aside, because then we'll fill it out, you know, I'll probably fill it out and do a final flip. On the Graphics Fairy site, they had these cute little bag toppers, and I wanted to fill a glassine bag to stuff in the envelope full of ephemera, and I didn't have one, so I just made, this was actually, I had made these out of, this one's, yeah, this vellum. I think this is not vellum. I made this out, well, it could be vellum. No, it sounds more like the cooking parchment paper. Though it could be vellum. Feels a little thick to be the cooking parchment paper. So I made my own little glassine bag. And I thought this would be super cute to just clip on the top of this little bag. I'll probably just do maybe a Tim Holtz paper clip, a little one. Let me go to my stash. Let's see where I have those. Where's my little, oh, here they are. Okay, they're in here. Let me just get one of these. So we could use one of these, the little clips, or one of these tiny little Tim Holtz mini paper clips. I think we'll use the, let me make sure I don't have like a heart related. This is kind of cute, this little, but it's, if it were wood, I think I'll just use the Tim Holtz. And we will fill that. I'll put, you know, some things in here. Whatever I have left over, and some old pieces of ephemera, or, you know, vintage looking ephemera. Even I might pop a couple of my real pieces of ephemera in here. But let me go ahead and ink this, and I will come back, but I thought this would be cute tucked in the pocket too. Let's do both sides. I'm just gonna come in, and since we're doing the whole grungy, you know, old, like super old. This is a very juicy, so this just goes right over the top, and I'll fill that up. That'll be so cute in our book. Actually, look at this cute little, I just folded this one, but I think I'm gonna save that one for in my pockets. So you get the gist, so that'll go in there. Look how cute that is. So that's going to go in here somewhere, and I'll fill that. Also, I have these larger postcards. We will put these in here somewhere, and I have this one. Actually, what I wanted to do with this is I want to make like a little tag out of it this way. We could fold it though. That's so cute. I will fold one of these. That would be cute in that little bag. This is just a little scuba. Look how retro that is. That's, I don't know, maybe 40s, 30s. It says, nothing fishy about it. You are my Valentine. The Little Mermaid. So, actually, I'm going to put this right in here. And I'm going to put this behind. Because that's super cute. And I have some other things over here. Now, I thought about how we're going to decorate the journal. I know I'm hopping around because that's the way my brain's working today. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. We're going to make tags out of these. We're going to glue these to, let's put this envelope, I'm going to tuck the envelope in here until, so I don't lose it. We're going to use a wax seal here. And I have different wax coming. This is just a J. I have another J coming. And then, you know, you can get these. They just screw off and you can put other ones in. And this is the J in the bottom. Strange, it goes that way. And let's put a little wax seal. And this is the only wax I have, so this is the most red. I did order some. I think I'm going to do the dark red. And here's my matches. Now be careful, guys, if you're, you know, doing this. I probably should have my craft sheet out, but I've done this a lot. So this is just the drip method, and I find it easy. Or you also, there's another method. So you just light these little sticks, if you can get them to light. Ooh, ooh, it's going. Oops, got a couple pieces of wax, but that's okay. I'm just going to drip it. I don't know if you can see me do this. Now, if you want to make these ahead of time, you can do them on like parchment, parchment or wax paper, and get them all. Oops, got a piece of something in there. I don't know what that is, but that's okay. And I try to just make sure it's like symmetrical, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. But what I was saying is you can make them all up ahead of time and then glue them down. And I don't mind if I got a little drop of wax here and there. It kind of looks more authentic. So it is a, you know, to do it this way is a little bit more time consuming than to melt it in a spoon and pour it on. But that's okay. I enjoy making these little wax seals. They're not hard. Just don't get your fire too far down. I'm trying to, normally I'm right up over top of this, but you would be seeing you'd be seeing the top of my head right now. So I'm kind of sitting back. All right. Okay, and then I'm going to just do a J. And see, this isn't the best seal, but it doesn't bother me that it's got a little bit more there, and there's some little piece of paper in there. I might come and kind of pick that out. But there you go. So that's going in there, and I'll probably do another, make sure this is cool. Probably do another one more in here. So that's it. That's how easy those are. So don't be intimidated by that. And you can see mine was by no means perfect. All right, now we're going to move into, I wanted to make one of these into a tag. Also, I have this cute little envelope, and I'm thinking about doing it as a tip-in where it can fold out in here. And I haven't decided yet. So actually, you know what I'm going to do with it so I don't forget? I'm going to tuck it right into this pocket because that's going to go in this little journal somewhere. All right, I'm going to put a hole with my hole punch, my crocodile thing here, kind of in the middle. And this is going to, even though it's going to orientate this way, it's fine. Because I want, you know, I could actually do the thing up there. Just make it a long tuck. a tag this way. Yeah, we could do that. Because I thought about, I don't mind, I mean, you could put tabs on here, but let me just get the middle of this. Let's put a little bend. And that, and if you don't want to use, I'm looking for my little, you can use these, if you don't want to put a, or you don't have any metal eyelets, you can just use these, and I take a Copic marker to mine because it's alcohol ink and it does not come off. And I'll do, let me get a couple. I don't want super dark, but any kind of marker would be fine. And then you can just color these, you know. See, this is, so I could do this. Let me do a couple. Or I could do them red actually right now, since I'm doing red. But I want it to look, this is like a caramel, chamois. Oh, I like that color. I'll probably use that. And alcohol inks, you don't have to get these Copics. They're very expensive. I also have, let me see. I have Tombow. And the Tombos, here's a purple one. These are very much more affordable than these. So we might just do that there because I'm going to have so many tags. And I'll do one on the front. It's just a little reinforcer. And then one on the back. And then we can just pop some trims in there. Line that up. Okay, and I have this pretty eyelash trim. So, if I can find the beginning to the end of it. Oh, here's the one side. It's kind of tucked in the back. Oh, I don't want to cut it. Oh, here it is. Duh. Okay. You know, this stuff's kind of hard to work with. Let's cut a piece of that off. It's pretty. And I have this red string. It's too much. Piece of that. So, how do I want to string this through? Let's do this. You know what? I probably should come in with like a another color, but I might pop that in later. See if I can get this through. It's definitely easier to put it through a metal, you know, when you have a metal eyelet, but that's okay. Look how cute. Just going to go here and just string it through this way. So there's a tag. Let me put that aside. Now I wanted to make, you know what, I screwed up. I just realized I wanted to put sweet up here, but you know what? Well, we can do that. I probably will do that down here. Let me tuck it in so I don't lose it because I want to put something in behind it. Ooh, it's hot. I'm getting hot. All right, now let me throw this away. And I'm going to pull out some coffee dyed paper. This is just a piece of ephemera, actually. This is, I'm not going to use as a tag. This is like a super old, you know, reproduction. I think of an old calling card. It says, this card entitles the recipient to one sweet kiss from the sender. We'll go ahead and this I'm just going to put in like that. So this is just, you know, your ephemera is everything in a junk journal is there for you to write on, to journal on, to make notes on. So this you would write right on the back. So this may be folded into a pocket in the journal itself, or I might tuck it into the folder. And put that aside. Okay, look how cute this one is. They're dressed as clowns. Be my Valentine. I'm going to go ahead and I will sew around these later, but I'm going to go ahead and glue this right on my, this is tea stained paper, and it came out so dark. I've never had tea. I guess I did way too many. I like the super dark. I have some lighter coffee stain paper over there I could use, but I've been liking this super dark with this, when I'm doing super, you know, vintage looking things. So I'm going to line that up because I don't like to waste any of this. You know how long it takes. Now this is a lighter weight. Oh, that's not what I wanted to put that on. Son of a gun. That's paper. I wanted to put it on cardstock. Here, hold on. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's do it again. I need more glue since I just did that. Because I want it heavier, because we're making tags. We're making tags out of these. Or a journaling card, whatever. So we'll just put this right up here. Try not to get my head in the video. And I'll go trim around this, and I'll probably go to my big cutter for that. So I do them all at the same time. So let's see what else. This one can fit here. Look how cute this is. A monkey saying, hello, my Valentine, on the phone. No, I'll link it after. Okay, so that one can go there. Let me see. This one I can put there. Let me see. It's like a puzzle. Oh, well. We'll have to use another. I'll do these three and I'll put the monkey on another piece. Okay, so let's glue this down. I am frame. Okay, and I'll cut these, well, we'll cut them out, but I'll sew around these off camera, guys, because since I don't have a sewing machine at this table, but these I wanted, they're way too big for the journal. I wanted them for the folder, for like journaling tags or journaling cards, whatever you want to call them. And we will, after I cut them out, oh, I really need to put a pin in the cap of these glues. All right. And this one. So this is the way, if I'm not printing on the cardstock, I can, and I have the images, like this was done on the parchment because I liked that look. I'll glue them down so it's backed. And actually the nice thing about that is you get you know, more weight. So there's those. And then let me do my little monkey here, because these are done, actually this one I had done on a lightweight cardstock, so that one's good to go. All of these other ones I had done on a on the lightweight cardstock. I have, it's actually this color, so that, well, now it's flowing. Because if I find it, as opposed to coffee staining white, see what side I want. This is actually coffee stained. This is not tea here. This side. Okay. And, you know, really I could just take the whole sheet and sew right around each piece, but I'm going to cut them out first and sew around. And you know what else, guys? I think I'm going to round the corners of these. Let's see if my little old paper cutter right here will get it today. You know, my good one is over. Oh, gosh. I'm getting too much stuff out. Look at this cute little flower. That's going somewhere as an embellishment. We've yet to embellish anything, so I'm still in the construction stage. Okay. All right. My dogs are being so quiet today. I think because I got a late start. It's later. They're friskier in the morning. They kind of are taking a little snooze right now. Sometimes if I come in and film, gosh, I think I've been off. If I film in the morning, I usually, because they're so frisky, I usually give them a bully stick bone. And those are neat for cleaning their teeth. And let me just check something. I want to make sure, I think I had popped these into my folder earlier to make sure they're going to work. Yeah, this will be fine. And we have 2 pockets. This will have to go in the bottom pocket because it'll be too big for the top pocket. Okay, let me round the corners. And then I'll ink. This is off-centered. I'm going to pop this in my Etsy shop. Otherwise, if this were just for me, here I got this pokey tool here. I have to clean out my the little, you know, the little indent here where the cutter goes all the time with this cutter. And sometimes I have to start in the middle. It's just because it catches. It's just very finicky, but it's portable. So, okay. I have a much better one over there. A much sturdier, but I have to get up. See how it kind of does this to your papers? But that's okay because of the vintage look we're going for. If that would not be acceptable to me. One other thing is I have a little, you can take an emery board if you get those little papers on, you know, the little hangy papers where it didn't cut clean. You can take an emery board and actually clean that up. You know, that'll do fine. I'm looking for my little one that I have. It's a little We Are Memories Keepers. I don't know, it's probably lost on the desk somewhere. So I'm just going to go ahead and ink both sides, and this is in a tag shape. So after I sew it, I will put a hole here and I will use a metal a metal eyelet. This one is more of a postcard style, so that's why I'm not rounding the corners. You could, I mean, you know, it's personal preference. If it looks like a postcard, I want it to, you know, resemble a postcard. This looks like a postcard. Okay, let's cut this one out. Now I have my heart die cutters over there, or die cuts I should say. Die cutter, because I haven't cut it yet. And I thought it might work around here, but it doesn't because she's hanging off. See how she's kind of hanging off? Well, this cutter. Maybe I should get a new portable cutter if I'm going to do a lot of these videos where I'm sharing. That's ripping. See what that did? It ripped right through my cardstock. Now that really irks me. See, now I can't use that. I can't use that. That bugs me. Oof. That bugs me. It's probably because the glue wasn't dry. I'm gonna go to the cutter. I'm going to the cutter for this one, my good one. I don't feel like fighting with the, sorry guys. I don't feel like fighting with that paper cutter right now. Okay, so I got this cute little one. This one's too white. I'm gonna put that thing away. I'm putting it way away right now. It's really making me mad. Okay, so I'm gonna actually come in with a little distress ink here, all over it, because this side, the parchment side, is just too white for me. That's better. That's better. All right, let's do the rounding of the corners. I could do all four, but I think not. I ink this. I'll do the edges first, and then I'll ink over the whole thing. And then I think we're gonna have to come back to show you the assembled tags later. And this was supposed to be a quick project. Why is it taking so long? I don't know. It's not as quick. It's not as quick as I thought it was gonna be. It actually, if I was just working, I work a lot faster when I'm not on camera. So there, these are cute. I have to sew these. Anything else we want to do while we're here? We have this cutie that we did. We did a little wax seal. We put the pocket. Here's the pocket. This, I probably will run something, well, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't want to cover up too much of the typewriter. I'll probably just do this little thing down here on some of this. Why not? Let's just do it. Let's just do it right now. Let me move this stuff. Oh, and we have this that I want to make a tag out of. So that's why I had this out. I was thinking, because this is a cardstock, why did I have the lighter weight? Let me go ahead and glue this. This is very long though. This is super long. This would be, I probably will have to slip this in there. Let me cut some of the top off of this. Let me just get my scissors back out. Let me get my long Tim Holtz. Let me take some off the top, right here. I hate to do that, but this is a cute little piece of something. And we'll glue this on here. That part I got glue on. This paper ripped, I don't know. And I'll sew around this too. It's almost like a book, it's like a little bookmark. I like this. This would be a nice bookmark actually. So I probably will pop it in the top part. You know, the big part of in the folder part, not in the tuck part. So I'll take that over and cut it after, and then ink it and ink the back of this tea. This is tea stain, I know that because it's darker than my coffee stain that I have in my stash right now. Okay, I feel like I keep getting out of... Okay, let's just cut this here, or rip it. This is just coffee stained muslin. That's all this is right here. And it's not expensive. Seems like it lasts me a long time. Let me just fray the edges. I like the ripped look. Get that out of the way. And since that one's up there, we're gonna put this one down on this side. And I could even put a little cheesecloth in between there too if I wanted. Or, you know what? You know what I really like? This stuff. It's faux, not mohair, mink. It's so soft, and it is faux, it's not real. I made sure that I did not buy mink. Okay, because I'm not into that. Not at all. So, not to say, you know, that's just my own convictions of the natural fiber stuff, though there might not be. I don't know, I'm just going back when the furs, when they used to do the furs. I don't think they really do the furs much anymore. There's such beautiful, we don't wear anything like that down here because it's so warm, but there's such beautiful faux furs now. You know, I'm going to just put this on top of that, and then we're gonna call it a day, guys. At least for you, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna go this way. Like that. I'll be back for probably the final flip, or we may do a little embellishing together. I don't know. I feel like it's gone on a long time. So we have a pocket here. We have a pocket here. We have this big pocket up here, and then the things that we did in here, just a couple of things with the envelope. So I think that's it for today. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great one. Bye-bye.